Hi there, I'd like to talk about the social return on investment. Essentially, the social return on investment is the ratio of the amount of money that's put in at the beginning of a project versus the monetary value of the outcomes at the end of the project. So with this situation, we are looking at £38,880 at the beginning of the project. And it's the same 38,880 for both the UK and the Ethiopian projects. It's one lump of money for both projects. So looking at the UK project, let us assume we get this money, and as a result we can then do our professional fundraising campaign and acquire the amount of money that we require to roll out an annualized mapping in the UK that relates unemployment poverty to vocational education. And let us suppose very conservatively that we're able to affect the lives of just 1% of the unemployed youth in this country. That's just youth. And that's just 1%. And there are 960,000 youth in this country at the moment who are unemployed. That's 21% youth unemployment. So obviously that's 9,600 youth. So if you ratio 38,880 to 9,600, it's £1.42. So what we're saying, hand on heart conservatively, is that if we put in £4.32 at the beginning of the project, we will end up with at least one person in a job for every £4.32. So turning to the Ethiopian social return on investment. In Ethiopia, there are about 85 million people. 75 million live in the rural districts, roughly speaking. And between 3 to 7% of the rural districts are irrigated. The area that could be irrigated is no more than about 7%. So that means 93% of Ethiopian farmers don't have irrigation. And one of the biggest reasons they don't have irrigation is lack of microcredit. So we believe that by creating a microcredit map that's annualized, that's produced annually, we can deeply encourage the bilateral donors from the West, that's the USAID and the DFID and the CEDA and so forth. We can encourage the local government, we can encourage local NGOs, we can encourage international NGOs to think about improving microcredit to these rural districts. And let us suppose very conservatively that we make this map and it encourages credit to just 5% of the 75 million people who live in the rural districts. That means 3.75 million people have irrigation. And if that's the case, then every 10 to 15 years, when they have their drought, they get this drought every 10 or 15 years in Ethiopia, think of 1984 and Band-Aid, that means that those 3.75 million people, their lives will be significantly enhanced, possibly even saved. And so if you then ratio 38,880 to 3.75 million, for every £1 put in at this end, we enhance or possibly save the lives of 97 people at that end. So that's the social return on investment for Ethiopia. And as I said just now, the 38,880 is for both projects. So please help us, please donate, and have a very Merry Christmas. Bye.